Prime Minister Modi has reached London. Remember, it's a 4-day, 2-nation visit, and it's a 2-day United Kingdom visit. Remember, the key focus at this given point of this visit would be the India-UK trade agreement, the FTA. The Prime Minister was welcomed, in fact, by the UK Foreign Minister, as can be seen in the visuals, the first visuals that have come in. And of course, the Indian diaspora has again come out to welcome the Prime Minister in London amid loud cheers and slogans, all for the Prime Minister. Modi to meet Prime Minister Kirstauma and King Charles III as well in this very visit. It's a 2-day visit to the United Kingdom with quite a few bilateral focuses that have been highlighted. Trade agreement, the FTA, being key to the very visit and the timing of this very visit. It's a 2-day official visit from...
Just saying thank you. India is developing so fast, and whenever I go, like, everybody talks about India's development. So just want to say thank you.
ये हमारे शौर्य यहाँ आ रहे हैं भारत से, तो हम लोग सभी उत्साहित हैं उनका यहाँ स्वागत करने के लिए। बहुत बहुत स्वागत मोदी जी का।
बिल्कुल, भारत के शेर वो आ रहे हैं, उनका स्वागत करेंगे और उनके रहते हर भारतवासी सुरक्षित है ये, और वो सुरक्षित रहें इसकी कामना करेंगे।
It is just an invitation to Narendra Modi ji. Where the place I belong to is Lakshmarao Inamdar, which is his guru. That's what he has always said in few of his interviews, few of his speeches, and why I am going there to greet him today on this land.
Well, with that, Lavina Tandon joins me on the broadcast to, in fact, bring us more details from the ground there. Lavina, very good morning to you. I'm sure there's a lot of excitement in the United Kingdom about Prime Minister Modi's visit to the country. Briefly, just quickly take us through his agenda for the day as of now.
At the top of the agenda, we hear is, of course, signing of the free trade agreement, the negotiations for which have been going on for far too long. It is expected that the two commerce ministers will be signing on the dotted line. Something to be remembered, though, is that once the agreement is finally sealed and stamped and signed, it has to be passed by the two respective parliaments, that in Britain and that in India as well. Number two, quite important, are the bilateral talks between the two prime ministers, and these are going to take place in the first half of the day on the 24th of July. And the talks are going to be about very important issues from education to defense, cooperation in terrorism. But something that is interesting that we have been told is on the agenda and will be taken up by the Prime Minister of India, Prime Narendra Modi ji, is the issue of Khalistan and the unrest that it causes not only in India but also mainly in United Kingdom as well. Then is the issue of extradition of Vijay, Mallya and Nehru Modi. Dalit Modi, of course, there has not been any extradition proceedings against him, but we have been told that that issue might be raised as well, but that of Vijay Mallya and Nehru Modi will be raised as well as a part of the agenda. Going forward now, this is the 4th visit of the Prime Minister here in the UK. It is quite important, especially significant going forward now that the FTA is going to be signed. So it is strengthening of this partnership that will be the focus.
Right, Lavina. So when we speak of the free trade agreement, how will it be impacting both the nations? Let's take a closer look at that. Will it significantly be reduced? The reduced tariffs deal boost commerce and investment relations between the two countries, especially at a time when India, as we know, is already scrambling to reach a trade consensus with the United States.
The FTA is expected to be beneficial for both the countries, Britain as well as India. If India comes with the benefit of being a huge market, Britain comes with the benefit of being a high value market for India. Now it is expected that this deal could boost the GDP or will be economic injection for Britain to the tune of £4.8 billion, It is expected that the trade between the two countries could go up to or double by 120 billion by 2030, 2035. So it is quite huge indeed. Now, talking about the image of global Britain, this plays quite well into that image, though they have had deals with Australia and New Zealand, but none present such a huge market for their goods, and the goods that will stand to be benefiting from this, especially the Scotch whisky, much in demand in India, and cars. And these are the two, apart from many others of course, but these two stand to benefit. It is expected that the 150% duty on Scotch will fall down to 75% immediately, and over a period of time to 40%. So many such details would of course show up, but this is a high performer, and this Scotch whisky played a big, the entire union and the group played a huge role in the negotiation process. For India, of course, the textile, the food, all of these markets, electric cars, education, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, this is where it stands to benefit. It is expected that the tariff is going to go down for India to UK in exports to the tune of 99%, while for Britain it is 90%. So the fine details will come through once it's signed off, but of course both the countries are expected to benefit. There are some worrisome points for the small and medium-sized businesses. Of course, many seem to benefit, but there are pockets, there are pockets of worries. But then one has to remember that for this deal to come into practice, it is still some time, because it has to be ratified by the parliaments of both the countries.